Hey guys, what's up? I hope that you're having an amazing Saturday. So, I've made the decision to improve and not quit Final Fantasy XIV and to take a more active role in my own life and in taking care of myself. I'm literally, and I kid you not, literally at the point where I will die if I continue on my current path. I kid you not when I say that I've been at the breaking point, both mentally and physically, and I've asked myself really a lot of very painful questions. My blood work has come in with my cortisol, a stress indicator, being through the roof, and this is only one example of a long history of this. If I don't turn this around, there are seriously some very serious stuff that could happen. That's got to change. My family has been dying at an extremely fast rate the past few years, and it's been rough on me. I haven't still even fully emotionally processed my Nana passing and the guilt associated with that. 5 years ago, I used to very seriously work out 6 days a week, do yoga, and I was doing Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai. It was kind of my combo. That was just my personal combo. I loved it. And I dropped it, and that was one of the biggest regrets of my life. I was benching a bit over 300, squatting. Well, let's avoid talking about squatting. That wasn't really my best thing. And deadlift a bit over 400. And now I wonder if I'm even going to get back to those numbers. I've been juggling literally moving to the USA and getting married, and that involves a tremendous amount of questions and planning about my future, about buying a house, first-time home buyer plans, taxes, and a lot to think over. I literally had my face blasted off with a laser a month ago to resolve a medical thing with a brutal recovery process where I literally could basically not sleep for a week. It was so hot and painful. Worth it though, already worth it, but I'm still struggling with PTSD and trauma from a non-consensual penetrative thing that happened to me years ago. And lastly, and definitely least, and yes I said least because compared to the other things this is a totally droppable nothing. And this is also a big part of why I just considered piecing out and just dropping it all, was the brutally cruel drama that grown adults much older than me have invited into my life over a video game. Frankly, I could just show the videos and clips and Discord messages and just add no exposition, no words of my own, and everyone would see how abusive and horrible it was to me. You know what, I guess I live rent-free in their heads, and so go ahead and keep talking. What your thoughts on me are really none of my business. I really do view it that way. It's none of my business what you think of me. And that's really why I took a break from Twitter. It's been many months at this point, and that's why I started closing and clamping down on my socials and considered just quitting this channel, which I've come to the conclusion of, no, this is something that I actually really do enjoy doing, and my joy, my happiness comes way ahead of some person's childish antics and tantrums. I work hard, and I know that in my heart of hearts that I too deserve happiness, and it's taken years of being a doormat, of being a carpet rug, to finally realize that. Not everyone will like me, and that's fine. I'm of the pretty boring mentality of live and let live and treat people the way that you want to be treated, and I'll manage my own life and you worry about yours. And a lot of these people are more worried about who's the top or who's the bottom in my relationship and spend hours on Discord talking about that, and like my YouTube channel saying, oh, Cole fell off, and these chronically online people like only see a person's worth in terms of subscriber count or view count and pop off based on that onto some incredibly homophobic and extremely invasive rants. Like, these things are really disturbing. And it's really weird because, and this might sound shady, but like they don't even have any subscribers or followers like when compared to me. It's really weird. I don't even get it. It's like, oh, I'm in someone else's Discord channel that has been doing it for like 10 years, and so I'm gonna just dump on like this other person. It's I don't know the mentality, and I don't even get why someone would want to do that. But let me correct the record because it kept being brought up. You're wrong. We're both verse. Nicest way possible is some of you really ought to worry a little bit less about my life and more about yours. Now let's talk about what I've been doing to change things, because magic doesn't technically really exist in this world. You need to do it yourself. So the first thing is I've been using my employer benefits like getting massages. Yes, they literally pay for that. I've been using my benefits to seek physio for my left leg that ruptured many years ago. I'm going to find a therapist that does EMDR to hopefully get me past my trauma from that non-consensual act that I lived through many years ago. Basically, my job has a lot of benefits that pamper me, and I've never really used these benefits until, well, now I'm gonna use them. And yes, massages obviously is really weird and awkward to me because even though I'm going to registered massage therapist, I do have some back acne and, well, anxiety there, but I'll figure out a way to get over that. I've also been revamping my diet and putting in an earnest effort learning how to cook again. I've been researching microbiome, carnivore diet, and no, it's not going to be full carnivore, but I'm going to be eating a lot of chicken, a lot of turkey, steak, and eggs. I've checked out olive oil and sweet potato fries, which are really good starch, kombucha, kefir, and the research behind that really supports kefir, but not so much kombucha, collagen supplements, and like obviously protein powder, creatine, blah 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 blah. But I've invested heavily into Black Friday into tons of kitchen stuff to help me do this. I've been going back to yoga again, and no, not Ashtanga yoga like what I was doing before. I'm going to deep stretching classes and easing myself into focused kind of like on flexibility, like doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai before. I can't emphasize enough how important flexibility is, and getting that brain muscle connection, that's huge to reestablish. And obviously going back to the gym, while I don't have the same support network of literal bodybuilders that are competing that I had years ago, I'm gonna do it on my own. I've even just ordered some of the brand new shoe, that Avancus V1.5, and this shoe is sweet. I wish I had it before. Yeah, Chucks, but these are great. Not gonna lie, going alone no support is a little anxiety inducing, but I'll do it. Which really gets me back to the point of I deserve to be happy too. I've never once said I'm perfect, not once. I don't even call myself good or nice because I don't even feel that way. Literally never have called myself perfect or that I'm entitled to good things. Everything in my real life I've busted my ass off for. Who paid for my degree, considering I've paid off like $40,000 in student loans myself with nobody's help? It's me. Who studied and passed the exams, got the jobs, and worked? Me. Who's been saving up a down payment with no assistance? Me. Heck, even this channel, do you think that I got a shout out from Asmongold to spike my viewership? No. Never. This was built, literally, this is the definition of build yourself up by your bootstraps, like literally. Look no further for an example of building yourself up by your bootstraps. This would be one of the examples. Even my job as a software engineer, my stuff I do in my day-to-day literally saves lives. The product I work on literally saves lives and has so much potential to save more, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the work I do, and I'm genuinely able to help people. I've never been handed much in my life. I've been handled a pile of crap between layoffs that have happened in the past, non-consensual thing that happened I mentioned, family dying, being cheated on in a past relationship, my tendons and ligaments in my left leg exploding after an injury. But no, people rather talk about my personal relationship or who's a top or a bottom or other creepy personal details than other things in my life that I do think like make me at least a person deserving of some kind of happiness. I work hard, I've worked hard, and I'll continue to work hard. I will continue to evolve and change and grow because I'm young. I still have so much left to do in my life. I will figure things out. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not. And I'm going to start doing changes in a whole lot of areas because I do want to change. I do want to live the best life I can, and I do want to be around. And I do want to really cultivate my own joy. What that's going to look like in, say, 6 months even from now, I don't know. But what I can tell you is that I'm thinking, I'm processing things, I'm making changes, and we'll see where things go. Anyhow, with that, I'm going to wrap up this video, and if you've made it to the end, thank you for listening. For real.